Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Both defenses need to find a way to make crucial stops as each offense comes in ranked in the top 10 at converting on third down. It's the Steelers going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami. We'll hand it over to the game. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. The winner's their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
Is one to build on, and when you have a chance to make it a second win at home, it's something to explode with. Let's see how they come out of the gate.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers them.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB.
380.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Finding time. And he finds Stills complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
Second down following the run. Off play action, Tannehill. He's got time. Got a man open. That complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take for the first time. They'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
The play clock's running down. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 47 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Now it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball. Did a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Back from the 1 back to the 4. Here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made free and brings up 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident up to...
There he goes, right side. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Arian Foster, 95 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get in the end zone. We'll see what they do. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go. Coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the left.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. It's the first round. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes, slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now Roethlisberger to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of doing it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill surveying the field. It's caught, Stills, right side. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right?
Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. For one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll be hit, taken down at the 21. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense is just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him, old coach's voice.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
380. 380.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
And he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's picked off by Jelani, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. They'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll yardage here back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Now Tannehill. He's got time in the pocket. Pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill. 2014 Pro Bowler Lawrence Timmons in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. So on now is the Miami punter Matt Darr to kick this one away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT. Deep drop. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He's going to go up top again. Penalty marker is down here.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the defense. Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell. One of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think they think he can top that this year.
I don't think there's any question about it.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. James has got it. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Tight end to the left, tight end left. 4 down, check.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this on what will be the final act. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show is buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here With a 0 on the scoreboard, what was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Here's Roethlisberger, and Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Landry. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down. Blue 10. Blue 10.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change. For as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense. Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he'll get it up near the 30 to 34 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They down, but they're taking care of the ball well. Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
but it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now Roethlisberger on first down, and that'll be incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the...
My goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then you got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Jordan Cameron is tight end, the intended receiver, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now, standing just about on his own goal line. Now Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins' defense.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they meant...
And now here is another interception. Picked by the rookie Xavier Howard. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
You know how we get focused at end of and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds.
Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Ready, watch.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Alert, set, blue, team, blue.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Watch 10, come on, watch 10. Set, blue, 10.
And they'll go on the ground. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. And they'll run it here. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And Pittsburgh getting the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Hey, check 24, watch 24.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Set. Black 30.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I think you have to chalk that one up. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins defense I don't know that we saw a blowout loss coming.